Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you know we have a special guest on, and we're talking about, I'm thinking it's going to be the number one business opportunity of 2023. That's right. In the future, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're talking about. And our special guest is going to be Micah, and it's going to be something that is awesome in my opinion. So I had to bring him on, and I'm not even going to share much with you. He's going to come here and tell you all about it here in the next minute or so. But you guys know how we do this. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to thank you so much for being here tonight. And you know how we're going to do it also. You get to ask questions in the SSN Nation. And first of all, please share the videos, ladies and gentlemen, because you never know who's going to need some help, who's looking for information. And again, please smash that like button. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. The man of the hour, our special guest, Micah, the number one business opportunity for 2023. Notice I said 2023, ladies and gentlemen, because you got to get in now. So let's bring him on and show some love. Micah, welcome. I can't hear you. If you can hear me.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. It's appropriate. You're here. Micah from Cashflow NFT is in the house. So thank you again for being here.
All right. Thank you so much, Eric. Appreciate it.
Oh,
thanks
man.
for having me on the show.
Oh, yes. It's showtime. I'm excited. I'm excited because I've been teasing a little bit for the last few days, but I never told him anything about it. So I figured, hey, I've heard you talk about it a lot. So I said, you know what? I'm going to bring up the man, the guy that's involved with this for the last, I don't know how long, year or two. And so I figured it's best that you tell everybody instead of me messing it up. So
all right.
If people are going to be here.
Just fill them in a little bit about me. I was born in LA when I was a kid. My parents split up. I ended up growing up in Sweden with my mother, who was Swedish. We would travel back and forth between these two countries. My mom was a part-time worker. Sometimes we didn't have a lot of money. My dad was an entrepreneur, so he had his own business. So I saw the two different sides to what life was like as an employee and what life was like as an entrepreneur. So I gravitated towards that life. And for anyone who has that life, you know that, there's ups and downs. But since my early 20s, I moved back to Los Angeles when I was 18 with 2 suitcases and $80 in my pocket, with the idea that I was going to become a millionaire by 25. That didn't happen, but I never gave up hope. And when crypto came around, I felt it was something that resonated with me. And that's when I started doing really well for myself. And in 2020, I actually had my first year of making over $1 million. And that had me end up in a country called Cyprus, because I ended up purchasing real estate with crypto there. And I stumbled into an office where a gentleman, Mr. Hakan Turhan, was presenting a crypto company. And when I looked at the information, I said to myself, if what he's talking about is true, if he truly has what he says he has, then I might be looking at what will be one of the biggest crypto companies on the planet, if not the biggest. So I spent the next 3.5 months doing something called vetting. Vetting is when you look into every single piece of the company. And excuse me, my phone rang here and interrupted. And after 3.5 months of doing that, what I saw was satisfactory to the point where I invested over $500,000 of my own money and purchased what's called an MFA, which is a master franchise agreement for the country of Germany. So the company that I'm talking about is Miracle Cash and More. Miracle Cash and More is a crypto exchange that has built the infrastructure, a technology infrastructure to put brick and mortar stores in every big city in the world. So a few years back, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I had just sort of started to get into crypto. And I said to my friend, you know, one day in the future, we will have crypto stores where you can walk in and basically do what you need to do with crypto, if it's buy and sell, trade, or whatever the services will be. And when that happens, I want to be part of that. And here I am sitting in a chair being presented with just that business model. So I felt that it was something that was meant to be. So I'm going to kind of go over this. What kind of time do I have? Because I want to gauge how detailed I get. We have
Micah, you're in the SSN Nation. We have as long as you want, 2 hours, 3 hours. The longest we've ever went is 4 hours. So it's your show tonight, because this is one awesome opportunity for ordinary citizens, the OCs. This is very, very special. So for everything, I want to know about all those business opportunities along the way, because when you add those in, I know that's going to make it an extra 30 minutes, but we got to talk about this. This is awesome, man. So go on. You can go as long as you need to go.
All right. So let me do a little screen share here. Might be an odd screen at first because I can't go straight to my slide deck. But so I'm here on my slide deck. Can you guys hear me and see the slide?
Oh, yeah, we can see you. We're ready to go.
So let me give you just a quick backstory. When you are building a crypto exchange that has a brick and mortar model, it's not like opening a website that can do business all over the world. There's an entirely different type of capital need when you're actually doing stores. There's an entirely different approach to the marketplace, and that's why probably no one has attempted to do this. And so when Hakan looked at this, he decided to do it, but he also wanted to have he wanted to avoid having corporate money, angel investors, funds getting involved in this, because once you bring those people in, it kind of takes away a lot of the control that you have of your company. So what he chose to do was a franchise model where someone could come in and purchase the rights to an entire country. And when I was sitting in the presentation, I was sort of fantasizing about owning a store, and then I found out that I could actually own a country, and that's when I got really excited, because I understood the leverage of that. So I ended up buying the rights to Germany, and I ended up putting together a deal for France. That led to me becoming more part of this company, and that led to us creating this business model together, and we launched a company which I founded, which is called Cashflow NFT. And basically what that is a company that has created a model to sort of crowdfund the rollout of Miracle Cash and More. So I'm going to go through this, just a quick disclaimer. What we are actually doing is we're selling memberships. And with those memberships, our members will be participating in marketing fees being paid out to them based on that membership. The membership has a piece of the profit of every single sale that is made in the particular region that we're talking about today is the United Kingdom. And so anyone who holds one of our NFTs as a member is now in a position to make money anytime we sell a service or a product in the United Kingdom. So then Cashflow NFT, remember when I said I spent 3.5 months vetting the company? Well, what we did was we purchased the license for the United Kingdom from Miracle Cash, and we did the analysis of the company. We brought in our attorneys. We thoroughly vetted this opportunity, and then we have created a non-fungible token series, and we're tying that non-fungible token and having the asset of the United Kingdom's master franchise agreement back that token. So for those of you who haven't heard, the world will be tokenized. That is what's happening. I just got off a presentation where they're tokenizing the world's real estate. And so tokenizing is the process of converting a tangible or an intangible asset into a digital token. So let me explain that, because sometimes that's the part that gets confusing for people. So back in the day, we used to use gold when we traded. And because gold had the value, a lot of times people would leave the gold in a safe place, like a bank vault. And they would have a piece of paper that indicated that the gold existed and it was stored in that vault. And what started to happen was they started to trade the paper that represented the gold because it was more convenient. So you could say that the paper served as a proxy for the gold that was stored in the vault. So all we're doing is using a token to serve as a proxy for the assets of Miracle Cash and more for the entire country of UK in this particular presentation. So Cashflow NFT does a deal with Miracle Cash. Miracle Cash shares 75% of the revenue with Cashflow NFT. Now Cashflow NFT takes 50% of the revenue from the United Kingdom and pays that out to 1,488 NFTs. Each NFT is sold at the price of $5,000. So the partnership in this is two ways. Cashflow NFT is partnered with Miracle Cash and more, and the NFT members are partnered with Cashflow NFT. So describing this company, you have to actually get familiar with the founder, Hakan Torhan, who after he completed a law degree in Turkey, moved to London to become a lawyer. He stumbled into a convenience store, and while there was an English sales guy selling the owner an ATM machine for his shop, the owner of the store was Turkish and didn't know the language that well. Hakan ended up interpreting that conversation, and through that got interested in actually selling ATM locations, became the top salesman for the company, and had hundreds of salespeople under his team. And that then ended the idea of him being a lawyer, and he became involved in the financial industry. He later moved over to Turkey, and in Turkey back in those days, if you wanted to use a debit card, there was 4 different networks. So you had to find your network so that you could withdraw the money, or it wouldn't work. Hakan, through his company, created a software program that unified those 4 networks. And first, you had to create the software program, and then you had to convince 4 banks that it was a better idea that they work together than worked apart. And that was Hakan's success. He moved over to consumer credit and data analytics. and had success in that industry as well as the merchant account processing space. Through his years of experience in that industry, when he saw the blockchain, what he said to himself was, this technology is a missing piece to a lot of the ideas that I have. And if I build a company around those ideas, I think we can become the largest crypto company on the planet. So he looked at the industry and said, well, if you're going to do it, you might as well do and be the best in the game. So his approach was to become the Amazon or the Google of crypto. So they started building the infrastructure to Miracle Cash and more. They opened storefront crypto exchanges in northern Cyprus. And through the profits and the transactions from that island, they have built the infrastructure for this company. 4.5 months ago, they opened the first store outside of Cyprus in the heart of Amsterdam in the Netherlands. And soon to come, Berlin, Germany, Paris, France, Spain, Barcelona, and Madrid, and other cities throughout Europe, and following that throughout the world. So perhaps you ask yourself, why stores? You know, when I saw the first Apple stores pop up many years ago, I was confused because I saw that they were able to sell the computers in big department stores and electronic stores. So I was wondering, why would they do their own stores? Now I understand. Apple is using the stores to create the culture and the brand. And that is what's making this company so successful. What we're seeing so far in the crypto world is there's a lot of people who've gotten involved in crypto, but everything has happened online. And those people, we consider them to be the pioneers, the trailblazers. They're the ones that are a little bit more technically savvy. They're the ones that are a little bit more entrepreneurial. But the next wave, the 98% that will surely come into this space, they are a little bit different. They're the consumers. They're the ones that are getting involved because there's something that the blockchain does that saves them money or saves them time or saves them something, and they want to feel secure. So to have a local crypto store with a person that you can actually talk to and be face-to-face with is what that part of the segment of the population is looking for. The face-to-face, the belly-to-belly. Now, if you look at this list, you can easily see that most of these other crypto companies, they are fully engaged in what we call buy and sell and crypto trading. There's really no other approach or other creative product that they've introduced into the space. And when you compare that to Miracle Cash and more, they look very underserved. So if we talk again a little bit about the business model, you see this store in the heart of Amsterdam. One of the things that we appreciate when we're talking about our company is that people know and understand right away that there's no way that a crypto store could stay open in the middle of one of the biggest cities in Europe if they weren't licensed, regulated, and legal. So right away, even now, as we're talking about this company and people having an opportunity to be part of it, this brick and mortar is helping us because you can't fake brick and mortar. The store is there. As a matter of fact, we had one person was on one of our presentations. They called the shoe store next door and asked the shoe store clerk to come outside and see if Miracle Cash and More was actually there. And they came back and said, okay, that did it for me, we're in. So brick and mortar is really where it's at when it comes to trust. A person who wants to be involved in crypto, they may not know how to do their KYC, they may have a question about their wallets, so they can walk in and talk to someone. They see the store, they know we're legal, they know we're compliant, and they know we can be reached, and therefore they trust us. With the explosion of crypto over the next few years, That is going to be our formula for success to grow bigger than any of the other crypto companies. As far as regulation, as far as the industry, the health of the industry, some people sometimes have an idea that crypto might get stopped, or governments are not going to allow it. But if you look across the world, there's only a handful of countries now that still have a ban on crypto. Most countries in the world are actually working to create regulations and accept this technology. English courts just made a ruling that NFTs are property, which is actually pretty interesting, because an NFT is really a computer code. So computer code is property, which is pretty amazing. So we showed you a list a little bit earlier with a bunch of check marks. Well, this is what that is about. Miracle Cash and More is really into the future what we would consider to be a fintech bank. We have many, many different delivery channels. A delivery channel is where the customer engages with us. We have stores, we have Bitcoin ATMs, we have electronic terminals, we have what's called the virtual point of sale terminal for websites. We have websites and applications. We also have products, Miracle with Installments, Miracle Home, Miracle Deal, and we have Miracle with Installments in business. So now we are going to actually discuss from what our research says with these products that we have. Keep in mind that the products have been built according to the experience that Hakan Turhan has in the world of finance, but he's using the blockchain to perform the service that he before was doing in his other career. Miracle with Installments is a program where we are able to give people a miracle token on a purchase contract. How does that look? Well, somebody needs something. It could be they may need tires for their car, maybe they need the PlayStation 5, maybe they need a new phone, and they happen to not have access to funds at that particular time. Now, they can actually go and fill out a credit check, and on that credit check, they will be approved for funds that they will get as a token. The token goes into the account of the person, and they can use that and turn that into any regular currency they want, and they can turn that into any product that they need. So with that, we can actually access a huge market in the world. And if you look here, we know that last year there was 40 million UK residents that took a personal advance last year. And that is basically the industry of, I don't have the money today, but I will have it 3 weeks from now. I will have it 2 months from now. Now, if we capture only 0.5% of the market in the United Kingdom, and that would give us a volume turnover of over $400 million, we take a 10% profit on that, which gives us a $40 million profit in that year. We split that down the middle, and we pay out half of that to the 1,488 NFT memberships, and that then comes out to over $13,000 per NFT. Now, if you remember, I was saying that the membership NFT is cost $5,000. So with this product alone, capturing only 0.5% of the existing market in the United Kingdom will give us more than double our money back in the first year. Now, if we capture 1%, which we surely will, may not happen in the first year, may happen in the second year, but we will capture 1% or more. But if we do that, then the annual return on that is $26,000. Now, these are marketing fees being paid out to our members.
We love that.
We have created what I believe is a genius product, because I've been many times in the position of needing to move into a new place. And when I'm looking to move in, I add up how much it's going to cost me to move. I have a big stressful moment, and we've all been there. So Miracle Home, we're looking at the United Kingdom. There's over 2.6 million landlords. Last year, there was 4.4 million leases signed. So what is Miracle Home? Well, Miracle Home is a program where we actually sit in between the landlord and the tenant does the deal through us. What do we then do? Well, we will check that tenant's credit. Once we can approve them, we will guarantee the landlord gets paid for the next 2 years on time. Even if the tenant doesn't pay, the landlord is still guaranteed that rent. If the landlord has an emergency and needs funding quickly, they can actually take out a 12-month advance on that rent as well. Plus, we have a damage insurance in case the tenant mishandles the apartment or the home. The landlord has a 4-month insurance against the damages. Why would the tenant want to do this? Well, if you're moving into an apartment that's $4,000 a month, you're going to have to pay the first month's rent, you have to pay the last month's rent and a security deposit, and that can add up to close to $15,000 just to move into a rental. But with this program, the landlord doesn't need the protection of the last month's rent or security deposit, so the tenant can lower the cost of moving into that place by up to 65%.
Micah, this right here is off the charts with the Miracle Home insurance. Beautiful. Let's get into some numbers.
Yes. And just understand that there's several different entities that play in to make this possible, which have all been secured. The funding, the insurance, it's all in place. Now, playing with the numbers, and just keep in mind that when we do this, we're looking at an estimate. We could be wrong by the numbers are too big, and we can be wrong because the numbers are too low. We feel that we've put ourselves conservatively in this marketplace of what's possible at a very conservative number. Now, if we can capture only 2% of the existing business that's happening in the UK, that would be capturing 2% of the market. So if we can capture 2% of the market on $6.6 billion of volume, that means that we are taking in 132 million. 50% of the monthly rent is our fee of the first month's rent. So 1 month's rent, 50% is our fee. That will give us a revenue of 66 million. After our cost, which is about 1/3 of that, we're left with a $44 million profit. Now, if the landlord, 10% of the landlord uses the advance on the rent, that would be 10%. We would add another 9.5 million to that profit, and that gives us a total of 53.5 million in profit for that year. We split that with 1,488 memberships, and we are able to pay out over $35,000 per membership on those numbers. Okay, now we spoke about the buy and sell and the trading. And actually, if I can come off of this here really quick, I'm gonna see if I can show you guys a live shot of what's happening in the cryptocurrency markets. So a lot of people, when we talk about being in crypto, I think people know that crypto, right now we're in what's called a bear market. So the price of everything has come down from its high. People get involved in crypto. They hear a lot of people making money and they buy in, and all of a sudden the party is over and all the coins come down in price. So if you buy high, you're not very happy when the price comes down. So everyone can see I have the website CoinGecko up here. And if you think, not if you think back, but there was something that happened a long time ago called the gold rush. And there was a ton of people that flooded over to California because there was gold in California. And some would, of course, find gold and they do really well. And they were obviously happy about that. But some wouldn't. But there was one group of people that made money, no matter if the gold was found or not. And it was the people that provided the tools, they provided the food, they provided the room, housing, and all of those people ended up becoming wealthy. Now, what's happening in the crypto world is the exchanges, no matter if the market is up or the market is down, are doing well. Really well. As a matter of fact, the numbers are absolutely incredible. From day to day, we see this top 10 being in the hundreds of millions. And obviously we get up into the top 4, it's over $1 billion traded in the last 24 hours, 1.2 billion for FTX, 1.3 billion for OKX, $1.4 billion traded in the last 24 hours for Coinbase, and over $13 billion traded in the last 24 hours for Coinbase, for Binance. And you see the total of all of them put together is 62 billion. We've seen this number over 100 billion. We've seen Binance over 25 billion in a bear market. So when you see that and you understand that these companies, rain or shine, are always profiting off of people buying and selling, we can now look to see what happens being in that game, being part of that side who makes money when people trade crypto. Last year in the United Kingdom, there was $170 billion traded. And this buy and sell and trade industry increases in volume by several 100% a year. There was a 560% increase in adoption from 2020 to 2021. So not only is the volumes really massive, the growth is also incredible. Now, if we can capture 3% of that volume, buy and sell and trade, we would be actually trading about $5.1 billion a year on Miracle Cash's website. And if we charge an average of 2% on that trade, that's 102 million in revenue for us. And we split that down the middle, we end up with 51 million in profit. We split that with 1,488 memberships. We're able to pay out $34,000 per year per membership on just this category alone. And, all of these products and delivery channels that I'm talking about, they are on their own an industry. I hope everybody understands that. We have something that is a real estate product for the real estate industry. We have now here you're looking at what usually people call them Bitcoin ATMs. Now we can take more than Bitcoin, so ours have many options on what kind of crypto. But basically what they do is they allow people to actually either put cash in and get crypto out. So you put the cash in, the crypto is sent to your wallet, or you put the crypto in and you can get cash out. So it's either in or out. Now these can be placed anywhere in the countries, gas stations, gyms, wherever. And what's great about these is you sort of know what the outcome's going to be because they're already out there in different countries. They are increasingly being placed out into the world. and they are extremely profitable. We've used very conservative numbers, but we know that it's just a matter of time for us to place these machines out there. If you remember, I was saying that Hakan got into the ATM location selling business. So all of those contacts are still there, and they are ready to put these AVMs out into UK. So here the numbers are great. Per 1,000 machines, we're able to pay out over $10,000 per membership, and we can easily increase our machines simply by putting them out into locations. So if we when we have over 2,000 machines out there, that number goes to 20,000 a year. We have 4,000 machines out there, that number goes to 43,000 a year. This is an incredible business to be in. Now, this is my favorite. If people are wondering, why is it that with crypto, being now over, we would say 13 years in existence, how come I'm still not able to buy, a car with crypto in most places? How come I can't buy furniture with crypto? Well, it's a simple answer for that. Obviously, it had to grow and become a mature industry with enough people out there that want to use their crypto to purchase. But then you also have to have technology. Now, Miracle Cash and More is the first company in the world to create the electronic terminal that accepts crypto and pays the retailers fiat right into their bank account. So when there was a survey done with retailers asking them if they were open to selling their services and products and accepting crypto, there was 70% of them said yes. Within 2 years, they are ready to do it. And we're seeing that already. They are extremely excited about this technology because what does it do? It allows them to increase their sales because now they can advertise that we will accept crypto, which they haven't been able to do before. But with just 10,000 locations, we're able to pay out over $23,000, doing an average of $600 per location per month. It's a very conservative number. So when we increase those units to 20,000, we're able to pay out over 46,000 a year, and we increase those to 40,000. The numbers get absolutely incredible. So if you were an entrepreneur back in the 70s, the 80s, and you started to see that people were starting to use plastic cards more and more, would you have known that that's the industry that you should get involved in? Well, First Data knew it. I'm sure they started with an office with 3 or 4 people, and now in 2019, they've netted over $12 billion simply providing the service of transacting. So if we were to summarize this, one thing I wanted to make a note of is we haven't included our stores in these projections, so they would get added to our projections. But even without our stores, you can obviously see that we're talking about when this works out, when we're out there in the marketplace providing these services, our potential for profit is absolutely staggering. And we would add up all of these different verticals and find ourselves profiting over $150,000 the first year with our conservative numbers. Now, we took the liberty to say that because the industry is growing by several 100% per year, we can say a conservative number for our growth is 100% a year, and that would put us at $1.2 million in the 4th year. And we are a company that's exit oriented. That means that we're building a company, but we're expecting that there's going to be companies coming to us and want to purchase us. And if they do, with the right number, we would be for sale. But if that happens in the 4th year, then each member value in the UK from what we're seeing, would be over $12 million. The UK as a crypto nation is very, very attractive. There's a lot of amazing things happening that are forward thinking for the United Kingdom residents. And to sort of sum up what we are doing so that everyone understands it, Cashflow NFT owns the master franchise agreement for the United Kingdom. Cashflow NFT has a budget in place to build 5 crypto stores in the United Kingdom and to open that continent by having 1,488 partners, splitting the profits with them 50-50. And that is the deal that we're offering. And in that doing, we have created an NFT. I don't know if you guys have looked into the NFT space or not, but it's a very interesting world, and it's a very attractive world. A lot of excitement going on in the NFT space on a daily basis. But here's just kind of a sample of some of the very big successes. We have this NFT called the Bored Ape Yacht Club that opened up and minted for about $100 each. And because of the interest of these NFTs over time, the average cost to buy one nowadays is over $350,000. CryptoPunks is even better than that. The floor price for CryptoPunk is 2.5 million, and the highest price ever one that's ever sold for is over $11 million. Now, I'm not saying that our NFT will reach those heights, but I'm saying that our NFT has the potential, on top of the money that we're making from the asset backing it, there's a potential there for hundreds of thousands of dollars of value per NFT. And our NFT is called the Boogie Gopher Club. There's an interesting backstory on that, but I was really wanting to find the right cool animal for our NFT. And I remember the gopher in Caddyshack back in the 70s. And I said, well, he was the coolest guy. So let's see if we can recreate that one. Now, obviously, it is not an official thing. It's just my inspiration. So the Boogie Gopher Club, here's sort of the thing about NFTs. Those who have the NFT, they belong to the group of people who hold the NFT. And so we are creating a community around that, and we will be having events throughout the year. We will have events that are for fun. We will have events that are educational. We will have self-development events. And one of the things that we're really looking at now is because, as you see, the numbers are really, really big for our NFT members. And sometimes we need to prepare for that type of an experience, because going from having what the group is stop struggling, when you stop struggling, all of a sudden you can do things you couldn't do before. And sometimes you have to actually be a little bit cautious and careful, because money can also be a little bit dangerous. So we're going to teach people about discipline and management of money in our community as well. So we have a referral program. Someone refers someone to us and they purchase an NFT, we pay a 10% commission. And if their person in turn refers an NFT to us, we pay also an additional 5% commission on the indirect referrals. If someone sells 2 NFTs in their first 30 days, they will get ownership of one of our terminals and be paid out a percentage on that terminal direct to them. So this is kind of where I wrap things up. What do you get? Well, some people, there's a lot of information that I share, and I expect that people miss some of it. But really, what is this? It's basically a micro share of an entire country. That's what it is. And so every single transaction, every product, every delivery channel, a piece of that goes to every single NFT membership that we have. So that is, online transactions, the retail stores, the point of sale terminals, the Bitcoin ATMs, and the products. And with that, you also get to be part of what I believe will be one of the most exciting communities in the world, the Boogie Gopher Club. All right, so that is the overview.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I kept notes this time. There's 7 or 8 opportunities along the way if you include the ultimate exit payout. How do you like that title? But that is pretty awesome because, again, in case you guys didn't notice, the 1488 is based on there is a limit. That is the number that you can get of NF or the membership. And then once they go down to 0, nobody else can get into the UK portion. Notice that's a country, and they're going to go to another country as well. So then you'll be able to get another NFT. So
yes.
Very, very powerful. Let me see. I'm going to give you a few minutes. I actually have something for you that you already know about. I copied it from you guys. There's somebody that went to a store, because some people may not understand. They went to the store. It's a 4-minute video.
Right.
So do you have time to watch it with us, or do you want to go to questions?
I'm good. I can.
All right. Yeah, it's some of your stuff. I don't know who I got it from, but all I'm saying is people don't know what the store really looks like, and I have something from a local. I don't know if this was in Cyprus or where it was, but somebody did a video, so I figured I might as well show people what the real store looks like. It's existing right now. So this is awesome. All right, here we go.
If there was a way you could have partnered with Elon Musk before Tesla, before the Model S, before SpaceX, and before Elon became the world's richest man, would you at least have wanted to know how? If there was a way you could have partnered with Jeff Bezos when he was planning Amazon.com and it could have made you a fortune, would you at least have wanted to know about it? Well, what if there was a fintech company today that is about to capture major market share worldwide, where millions of people will be using its breakthrough technology and you could make an absolute fortune? Would you at least want to know about it? At the same time that we are experiencing record inflation, gas prices through the roof and headed towards a recession, the move towards crypto adoption worldwide is picking up pace, and the evidence is all around us. Big names and big money players are jumping in the game like crazy. The Staples Center, where the LA Lakers play, is now the Crypto.com Center. The Super Bowl, the most expensive commercial time on television, featured 6 cryptocurrency ads. Tom Brady, Matt Damon, LeBron James, and Larry David all made appearances in them. Facebook changed its name from Facebook to Meta. The rapper Eminem bought a Bored Ape, an NFT, for $450,000. Warren Buffett invested over $1 billion in a Brazilian crypto bank. Coinbase bought Bitcoin Turkey for $3.2 billion. You know what they say, success leaves clues. Whenever there is economic change in the marketplace, there are economic winners and there are economic losers. It just depends on what side of the equation you end up on. They also say that timing is everything. How would you like to get in on the next big thing? Are you ready for a miracle? How would you like to own a piece of Miracle Cash and More? The first to market brick and mortar crypto stores, crypto on the street, with stores in every major city all over the world. Unlike the faceless online competitors that have no phone number to call, no physical address, and no one to talk to. Miracle Cash and More stores are fully regulated, licensed, and our wallets are insured by Fireblocks. At Miracle Cash and More, we own our own cryptocurrency exchange. We own our own stablecoin. We own our own ATMs. We own our own merchant terminals. And guess what? We get paid on every single transaction. The secret, if you want to call it a secret, is to get involved before the whole world knows about it. Position yourself in front of the masses before the masses react. Here's the current offering. There are only 1,488 shares of the Master Franchise Agreement for all of the United Kingdom. Each share is projected to profit over $100,000 in year one, $200,000 in year two, $400,000 in year three, and $900,000 in year four. We have an exit strategy that projects a payout of over $10 million per share. And what does that cost to you? A one and done payment of just $5,000. And of course, you can buy as many shares as are still available. Now the question is, do you at least want to know how? I sincerely hope so, because the best is yet to come.
And I feel excited. I don't know what to tell you. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity that has come along once again. There's not too many of these that happen in one's life. So I want to thank you, Micah, for sharing what you have shared. And of course, people have questions. So before we get into that, though, let's just start with one other thing, because I'm going to skip to part of the end that we're going to talk about. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see this man in person and other people, October, at the end of October in Las Vegas is the Cashflow Miracle and Cash. They will be there. And for
going down in Vegas,
you got to be there. You got to go. You got to go. Hey, you know what? I forgot. I have a link down below, ladies and gentlemen, in case you want to get the NFT, and you'll see events as well. And it does cost to get into the event. But I have been up on you, Micah. I've been checking you out because you've been telling people you don't want to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. You should want to be there. There's special things happening there. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Well, we have something planned for every single person who's in the room. That's unheard of, never been done before, and it makes the trip pay for itself. That's all I can say.
Thank you. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to skip through. I'm going to say welcome to a few people. Welcome to Moses Tillman, to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. How appropriate is this, Micah? He has the icon next to his name, which means he's a member of the channel. Also, so I want to thank him for being here. And then we have a question. Of course, Marrero digs deep. He says, do you have a competitor? What's stopping others from copying the business model? Oh, very interesting, Marrero.
Well, you know, I don't know if I would mind so much competitors, because it helps the industry. So I don't think McDonald's is doing worse because there's a Burger King. So that sort of belongs to the conversation. Yeah. But you know, to put a store in every country in the world, you have to have what's called the CRM, right? So that's the software that manages the entire operation, because you know, when you're a franchise, you really need to know what's happening in each store. And so all the sales run through that one system. To build that takes a huge amount of programming hours. It could be 2 years of development to just have that component to doing something like this. So if there is another company that could compete, you know, they would not be there for a while unless they also started in 2017. And so if you look at all the different components to this, that's what actually makes the company what it is. All the different solutions that we have and services for the end user. So a competitor you would have to have the same type of person as the Hakan that we have, who would even think to do this. You know, you look at Binance having a daily trading volume of $8 to $25 billion. Are they going to do stores? No, they're already doing their thing, you know. And get big companies to come in and to try to compete. Unless they've been at it for a long time, we don't anticipate a competitor for a while. And by then, we believe that we will already be established as the leader in that particular business model.
Yeah, exactly. Plus the amount of time it takes to get regulated along the way is incredible.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean,
no way.
Hakan, he's like, I don't see it.
Yeah,
We're not saying that can happen, but I don't even if it does, I don't think it's a bad thing, because the more crypto grows, the more there's so much business to be had that it's unbelievable. If you think about the world changing over from fiat to blockchain, what that means. Like, we think it's big now, but think when everyone's paying their bills on the blockchain, when they're paying for their groceries, when they're paying for their goods and services, that's big, and that's what's coming. And if we get a small piece of that, every single person who bought our membership is a multimillionaire. It's just how it is. The numbers are crazy.
Exactly, for $5,000. And I would add the passive income component to this as well, because you touched across something at the very end that you didn't count as the first 5. Then when you went to the stores, see, the stores is actually generating money every time somebody interacts with the store. And that is actually given to the 1,488 is split. So that in itself, everything moves on a passive income scale, which also means
every single citizen of the UK, they go to our website, they go to ITM, they use Miracle Home, they use Miracle with Installments. We get paid on that for every single NFT.
That's power.
That's leverage that people don't even understand how amazing that is. You know, like, you know, you could buy a McDonald's for $1 million, but you're limited to how many meals you can serve through that kitchen, you know, per day. There's a limit, right? But in this, there's no limit really, because you can have another 10,000 terminals. You can have another 50 stores. You can have more people coming to the website. The website can handle as many as are coming, you know, and just need to have the right speed and service space. But you're limited in some of these things that people are investing into. Why do people buy McDonald's? Because there's a track record there. So we're getting to that place where we're starting to show track record. And so when I negotiated to buy the United Kingdom, I knew that what I was getting was worth a lot more.
Oh yeah.
You know, because I paid $1 million per country for that license. But $1 million is like the least amount of money you can pay for just a McDonald's. Now we have, as a master franchise holder, we can sell stores to investors who are buying stores who want to have their own store, and we can sell them for $500,000, and that's profit that goes to the MFA that gets paid out to the NFTs as well.
Oh my, nice. So you are going to plan on doing franchise?
We have the rights to that.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right.
Franchise the stores. Yeah, we have the
All
rights
right.
to do that.
That's beautiful. All right, I got to welcome in Vanessa Comagate here in the house. She says this is brilliant. And by the way, okay, you'll be the evil genius for now. She's called the seamless genius. That's what she likes to be known as. And welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream here with Micah from Cashflow NFT. And once again, she says it's brilliant. This woman has been in Disney. She's been on Shark Tank. She's a massive business person.
We call him the genius. You know, he's the Elon Musk of crypto, we believe. So yeah, I would say I would give that acknowledgement to the founder. Me, I guess I'm smart enough to see an opportunity and seize it.
That's right.
And, you know, building this Cashflow NFT around this opportunity was my contribution of helping this company expand into the world.
That's right.
So we've done over $7.2 million in sales since May 15 of our NFTs.
Beautiful.
So we're doing really well with that. And because of this army of affiliates that are growing each and every day, we're closing in on 2,000 if we haven't passed that yet. That's also a voice and a support for Miracle Cash and more throughout the world. So we have a lot of plans for that affiliate where they can actually represent these products as well and earn money on that. And by the way, it doesn't cost anything to be an affiliate with us. So we're giving everybody an opportunity to be involved, because we know obviously that the NFT is sometimes people are priced out of it, but you can work your way there. So if you really truly want success in your life, you could seize this opportunity. You can share it with people. And, we have young people who are coming to us. We have a student who came to us last year. She was working in a restaurant in Cyprus, and she was making $30 a day. She has made close to $20,000 in the last 2 months being an affiliate with us and sharing it with other people. I mean, her story is fantastic.
Yeah, so awesome.
And so there's an amazing amount of opportunity on the affiliate side as well, and you can work your way up. The way I see it, you make 5,000, you buy an NFT, you've made 10 million.
That's correct.
You make another 5,000, you buy another NFT, now you're a $20 million person. Right. You can work your way up to be worth 100 million here. I truly believe that in my heart. It's not easy.
No. Like
building a multinational, international, multi-billion-dollar company comes with its challenges, but we have the platform, we have the technology, and we're going for it. And we believe we can do it. We believe we can be one of the top companies in the world.
Exactly. And he did say you can become an affiliate. It's no cost. I have the affiliate link down below in the description. Yeah. You can sign up. There's no cost. Then you can share with other people. If you don't have the 5,000, then remember, he said you get $500 for everybody that does
10%
in an NFT. So,
and sometimes, we get people come in, they're buying 10, 20. We had someone buy 200 NFTs in one shot.
Geez, wow.
So that's not a bad commission for someone who brings that type of buyer.
Exactly. All right. Victor Marrero, he says, are there rules for dealing overseas? Things that come to mind is U.S. taxes.
Well, so we're paying out in crypto.
Right.
Okay. So you have to look, and obviously each country is going to have its own tax laws, rules, and that's what the accountant would do. But usually what happens is the crypto moves, and that doesn't create a taxable event until you sell the crypto and you take out money for it.
That's right.
There's just different, depends on the country you're in. So you have to look to see what the rules are, and you just follow, the regulations of that country, and you'll make so much money that the taxes will be fine. You can pay them.
Exactly.
Overseas, across the world, the first thing we do is make sure that we're following regulations wherever we go. So I think our company is the most regulated crypto company in existence now, because that's the first thing we do is we get the license that we need to operate in each country.
Exactly. And also you mentioned, we know there's a store in Cyprus. There's a store in Amsterdam, I believe, right?
Yeah, there's more than, I think we're 4 or 5. We have 4 new leases in Cyprus that we're building out now. We had an existing 4 stores before that, and 2 of those are being redone with the new look. We have 1 in Berlin opening in the next few days. We've secured a lease in Madrid. We secured a lease in Barcelona. We secured 2 leases in Belgium. We're working on additional leases in Germany. We have one lease in Paris, France so far. So all of that is in the process of being built and designed and open.
Okay. Well, then this NFT right now is for the UK. So
Yes.
does that
So
mean there's going to be others for, or has there already been done for Germany or Belgium? Or
Germany, France, Netherlands, Spain are wrapped up. That's already done.
okay.
But there's other countries coming. We tried to make it a little bit exciting so we don't share what the next country will be.
Okay.
But there's more coming after the UK. But you know, obviously, the way we're doing things is we are giving the best deal now.
Exactly.
So now is the best.
That's
and
right.
before this, that deal was a little bit different. Maybe better, maybe not. I'm not sure. We did Spain before this, but next one will be great. But maybe UK will be a little bit better because the early bird gets the worm.
That's right, you guys. You hear that? Early birds get the worm. So you know we're going to have something special here in the nation. So don't worry about it. We'll have it, a way to make it happen. Reminds me of the Animal Farm. All right, here we go. Laverne Penix, Mr. Cool. He says, where's the event? I'll let
The
you
event
know.
is Las Vegas, Nevada. We have a promotional video for that as well.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Somebody was going to ask about it. Let me see. Oh, I have the video. Here we go. Check it out.
This is going to be a lot.
Joining us for this epic event is world-renowned real estate authority Dolph DeRoos. He's taught programs in over 25 different countries and has published over 15 books on real estate investment. He's shared the stage with the likes of Tony Robbins and Robert Kiyosaki, to name a few. You will also be learning from Europe's leading business and wealth coach, Mr. Arnon Barnes. He is a successful business author, real estate investor, and has a powerful track record for international business. He's taught his programs all over the world. Joining them will be Director of New Product Development for AX Trading, Mr. Jaime Morales. He's personally coached hundreds of people that have made six figures, and he's taken 30 NFTs into $1 million in profits in over 2.5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, if that is not enough, you will also be learning from personal success coach Marcus Setta. He's taught and trained millions all over the world over the past 30 years. He's had thousands of people become six-figure income earners and hundreds become multi-millionaires. On top of learning from these amazing speakers, you will also have an opportunity to meet and hear from our executive team. When you register today at boogieGunited.com, you'll qualify for a special surprise happening Tuesday night. Once again, that's October 30th through November the 2nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, for our very first global launch event. That's boogieGunited.com. Register today.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Laverne Penix. Las Vegas, October 30th through November 2nd. You don't want to miss it because you might receive something more valuable than the admittance to the event.
Yep.
Man, oh man. You're making them excited. I'm excited. In fact, I need that deck that you had right there because I want to talk about this myself some more. You know, this is Stop Struggling Now for a reason. I actually created this channel because the opportunities that come along that are this or similar to this, that seemingly are the very good, people don't know about. And then they find out about it like 8 months, a year later, and then it costs more to get into the opportunity. So that's why I love this right here. It's right. It's priced right. All right. Okay. Let's see. We gotta have some more. I missed some things. All right. Where's the event? Professor Auntie Val is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Good evening, fam. Good evening, Auntie Val. She's the professor because she's the crypto professor, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Whoever's the first to do it wins the benefits. All right. And marketing strategies. Okay. What are some of your marketing strategies?
We have hired an international marketing firm. They've created marketing materials. They're using what do we call them? Icons of historical figures, like Nikola Tesla, Van Gogh.
Oh, nice.
These figures from history. That's one of our campaigns. So yeah, it's television ads, radio, billboards, internet marketing. I'm going to Turkey because they're launching Turkey here in October. So after Vegas, I fly to Turkey, and we have scheduled 3 different interviews: CNN, CNBC of Turkey, and one more.
Oh, wow.
Where they'll be, asking about the company, and so a lot of PR is going to go. We'll obviously get a lot of press because of our storefronts, because we're the only ones, doing it. We'll get a lot of attention based on our technology, our electronic terminals.
Oh yeah.
We started off really promoting ourselves, making outbound calls, connecting and contacting, and we see that what's starting to happen is we're getting noticed, so we're getting inbound calls, and some of them are really interesting, big companies that are interested in our products and solutions.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to explode once people find out. I think the store itself, and just by itself, people will feel more comfortable because of how hard it is to upload and then move money, move the crypto around. So that makes it beautiful. All right.
Well, I said, when I saw, when we did the deal for Germany, it was about 1.5 million for that. And when I heard that it was only $1 million, because I understand the leverage and the value of it, but I also understand that maybe others don't understand it fully, and that's why he needed to open a few markets with a very low price point for that license. And I believe the value of the license itself for a company like Germany is 40 million, not 1 million.
Wow.
UK is also a beast.
Yes.
So the value and why those numbers get so high is because we're buying something that's worth way more money in the marketplace, but we can't go out and charge 40 million today because we haven't shown the world what these products do. When that happens, that's a different story. So that's why it's really good for your listeners today to understand that this is a bargain.
That's right.
As far as like you're getting in on something, you're that early person that were, in the garage with Bill Gates when he was talking about building, these computers and software, and he's like, I need 10 grand and I'll give you 10% of the company, right? Something like that.
That's right. Yep.
That's where we are at here.
Yep.
It's just, there's certain people that see the vision and know where things are going before they're there. I think Steve Jobs said there will be a computer in every home, and he was wildly, he got a lot of opposition for saying that. They thought he was a crazy person for saying it, but he saw it, right?
That's right.
And this is the same thing. We are right there, right before this technology takes over, because it's better than what we have. And so to be part of something this big, this early, is how people get insanely rich. That's how they get insanely rich.
That's right.
They're ahead of that curve.
And Hakan put in 5 years or 6 years worth?
Yeah, it's closing in on 6 years of planning, building, putting all the pieces together. Yeah. So it's a really well thought out, planned project. It takes, you can imagine the amount of patience it takes to be building a company for 6 years before they truly launch it.
Exactly.
That's all the money that's been made in transactional business in North Cyprus has been reinvested, into the company. He kept very little money for himself, just kept in reinvesting, and growing the amount of employees. I mean, I think we're closing in on 100 now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 40 full-time programmers. Lawyers, compliance, HR. I mean, customer service. I mean, it adds up.
Yes, it does. Wow. All right, here we go. Okay, can you see the questions?
Yeah, I see. Each membership is 5,000. So you can purchase one membership, then you can purchase another one later on. You can purchase one for UK, and you can purchase one for the next country coming up. It's never where you're limited to how many you can purchase.
Right.
We won't. I don't think we'll do a different price on the membership. I think we'll do where you get less of a share of the marketing fees that are coming in, and we'll do more memberships per country. That's how it changes, because if we go in and say, okay, now we want to do Scandinavia, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, whatever, and they say, okay, Scandinavia is going to be 20 million, and okay, 20 million, then we got to do that, and then we have to put how many NFTs does that mean for Scandinavia. You take 20 million divided by 5,000, and that's where you get your number.
All right, fair enough. Enough. All right. Now here we go. The ultimate question. DJ Robbie D Solutions is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, how do we buy an NFT? DJ Robbie D, the link is down below in the video to go to the Cashflow NFT.net.
There's a link. You will go direct to the site as coded to Eric. Once you register on the site, there is check out our NFTs button. Then there's where you choose how many, you put them in the cart, you go to checkout, and you can pay with either a wire or you can pay with crypto, and it gives you instructions on what to do there.
That's right. There we go. All right.
If you do a wire, don't put crypto language in the memo. Just put UK membership, and when you do wire, you want to write because if it's a crypto hash, whatever blockchain transaction ID, just put sent wire in there. But if you do crypto, it's pretty self-explanatory. We need to know the blockchain transaction ID so we can track that back to your account.
That's right, and that's very important what you were saying for the membership. Put it in there.
Yeah, the membership. Banks don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't write any crypto language in the membership.
Exactly.
It's just membership. This is compliance. It's just a membership, and you're paid marketing fees to each member. You do get an NFT with the membership, but we don't own anything, and we get marketing fees, and that's the way to actually do this the compliant way.
Exactly, and that's what we want, because this opportunity is so large. There's always pitfalls that come along, and you don't want it to be pitfalls by representative of the company. So that's one of those things. All right. Well, Micah, you've been on for 1 hour, 20 minutes. Right. And I want to thank you so much for being here. It looks like we don't have any more questions. So you did a spectacular explanation of this awesome opportunity. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say it. The #1 business opportunity of 2023 is possibly here tonight. Mm-hmm. And Micah gave it to you, and it's an easy entry point. You can pick it out how you want to pick it out. If you don't have the 5K, then you can share it with other people, and share your link and get the link
Yeah.
from me down below. Share the link, and then you make it $500.
There's no excuse if you're struggling, if you're not doing something every single day, to stop struggling. And this is definitely a way out. Put this in front of the right person. They will understand what they're looking at, and they will buy a membership. They can vet the company. If they're a big money person, we have an open door policy. You can come out to Cyprus and meet with us. Walk through our offices and see that we're real. You can go to Amsterdam, and in a few days you'll be able to go to Berlin to walk into the store, touch it, and know that we're real. So there's really no excuse. When there is something like this out there, all you got to do is share it with people. Reach out to Eric. We do presentations every single day on Zoom, so you can actually participate in that. So there is ways. The video we showed, you send that video out to someone. That's the way. That's how you get them interested.
That's right.
Speaking about it, we mess it up usually because we don't know enough. But sending that video is how you pique someone's interest. Then you put them on a bigger call, a more detailed call. That's how you elevate their interest into being a buyer. So,
okay.
Good luck
what
with
I'll
everything.
do is, so people will be here. Let me do a couple other things because I didn't know. Do you have a Zoom call every day that you just mentioned?
We do, yeah.
Okay.
There's one happening right now at 7 o'clock Pacific time.
Okay.
It goes for about an hour. And then there's one that's 9 a.m. Pacific time. Goes for about an hour. I don't know. I mean, I can share that link with you.
Yes. Can you put it in the chat? Can you see the chat?
Yeah, let me grab it first here.
Right. Did you say there's another one at 9 tonight or 9 in the morning?
9 in the morning.
Okay. Pacific time.
9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Eastern.
Okay.
And let's see, where's the chat? It's here, private chat, sending it out to you.
Or you can send it to me on the private side. Then I can post it.
Yeah, I sent it
Okay,
private.
I got it. Oh, yeah.
That schedule is Monday through Friday. Friday night, we don't do them, but Monday through Friday, twice a day. And then
all right.
Friday
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Some more information. And you can send other people. It's open to everybody. Is that right?
Open to everyone. Yes, absolutely.
So then you can share this information with others to get them to find out more. And I suggest what he's done, because what I'm going to do, Mike, I'm just going to tell you like how it is. I'm going to chop this up.
Yeah.
Not so much chop it up, just the end part, the part where you're explaining. I'm just going to make that section another video, and I'm going to drop that video too. So the live stream will run, and then that section where you're talking and showing the whole program, and then I'll chop it off.
Oh, good. Okay.
Drop that too.
Send me the link to that. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
How many guests do we have? How many live guests do we have?
Right now it looks like 16,
Very cool.
20, somewhere in there. And then you'll see if you go look at views, it'll probably be double or triple that overall, because some people came in and then drop out, then come back in. So it'll end up being somewhere around 70, 80, maybe 100 by the time we're done. So people are trailing, watching it. So it's all kind of different things going on. We're on other platforms too, by the way, that doesn't register. So we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. So those don't register.
Well, you gotta show me all this presentation tech, you know.
That's right, man. Hey, you know, California kids got to hang together, man. All right. Well, thank you so much again, Mike. I'm going to let you go now because you've been on for a while, and I appreciate all the information, and you've helped us out here greatly tonight. So thank you.
My pleasure.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You got it. Oh, and I think we're going to say see you in Vegas, Micah. Is that the thing?
See you in Vegas, baby.
Vegas. That's right, baby. All right, man. I'll see you later. Good night.
Bye-bye.